put it in the car, you can plug in a few of these cables. Makes life a little easier when it's sitting on the bench. So first of all, you can plug in your antenna adapter if you need the adapter, that is. You can plug it in now. If you don't need this adapter, then you can just plug it in right before you put it in the car. If you do need it, it goes in here. The GPS antenna goes here, as I said, but we'll run that later because you got to run it through the car first. The video cable, at least that's what I think it is, plugs in right here. You can plug in this harness for the video, goes in here. And then the fan cable goes here. Just kind of loop it to kind of do something with some of those cables. Goes in there. You have this harness. I don't think we talked about it earlier, but it says ground, key 1, ILL. I'm not sure what that is, but it plugs in right here. Then you have your main harness. That goes in right here. And then the last thing we have is the USB, or media out, as they say it. This one here is a 3-prong, or at least holes for 3 prongs, goes in that one. And the other one is only 2 and goes in right next to it. And that is pretty much prepped. Ooh, careful. Ooh, careful. Okay, so there's some plugs on the back that you want to undo. So don't just go yanking. Okay, so there's one back there you want to get. Some plug. Alright, and then you want to pull this out, this unit, the screen and this main unit here. I think you just got to do that screw and then this screw and the whole thing comes out. And slowly pull it out, but not too crazy with it, because... Oh, you know what? Yeah, you gotta get it past those little plastic pegs.
Yeah.
So just carefully pull past. And then you got a couple things on the back to unplug, so don't just yank it out. You want to unplug that stuff. Sticky. And then this is like that. We use a drill. We won't look like amateurs. And this has a connector too. Push down, so you got to push down on that little ledge or ridge, and that will go over the front, and it should come right out. So we're installing the microphone. Probably we'll end up putting it up here in the corner. So we'll have to pull out this weather stripping. Oh, comes out easy. Really, too easy. Really easy. We've actually pulled it off multiple times. Anyhow. And we may have to pull this down just a bit, not this. We'll probably pull this down just a bit so we can feed the wire through there. Well, we may have to pull it down a little bit because we want to just like feed your wire through there. Yeah, I mean, it'll go there. But we got to do something about your wire. I mean, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But couldn't we do something to hide that or make it look a little better, and then see? Yeah, that's better. Kind of should be able to run your wire through there. So we ran our microphone cable, and it came in through here. And then we bundled up the excess because too much. And now we'll mount the GPS. They say line of sight is good, so sometimes people will put it on your dash, but you can also probably put it up underneath here, and it will work just fine. So that's what we'll do. Whenever my assistant's ready. Yeah, so just mount it up there on the top. We cleaned it first, so it would be a good clean connection. Put it in there and make sure it's nice and snug. And then we can bundle up the rest of this cable, because obviously that's a little bit too long. And then that will be ready. If you do have some pretty rough GPS, or it's not connecting well, or it's not very accurate, you can put it on the top and see what that does. So to get these bolts off, you'll use a 10mm. There's a bolt right here. There's one right here, and there's one. I can see what the crap is going on with. Right there. All this light right there. Want to wrap this up, tie it up so you can run it through the grommet. So here's the grommet. We want to pull it through here because we probably have to cut the grommet a little bit to get this guy to fit. Let's see what I mean. Yeah, there we go. It's like giving birth. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Usually you'd use electrical tape, but we don't have any. So
we're gonna run it on like sketch tape?
Duct tape. It'll totally do the trick.
It is sketch though.
Once it's fed through, this goes here. And then this plugs into here. Not plugs, but goes here. So we have this camera routed down through here, plugged into this yellow wire here, and then the red wire coming off of this yellow plug we have connected with these like alligator clips into the red wire that plugs in here to the power. And we just have it all fished through this grommet. Now we're ready to put it back in place. So we kind of just pop those out a bit. And then just plug this, or insert these back in their holes. I think we gotta pull that guy out first. Okay, the camera's installed. We have this thing back on. We ran it under here and then through there. You want to make sure you get it attached here pretty securely and out of the way so it doesn't get pinched or cut. And we ran it through there. And then fished it through the little panels to get it through the front. We were able to get it up and under here without having to remove the glove box, so that's a plus. And now we have everything staged here and ready to go. Although the sticker on this GPS seems to kind of suck. It won't stay. So we'll have to come up with another plan for that. But I think now we're ready for the head unit. So we want to take these vents off of the old one and put them on the new one. No, those aren't the clips. There's these plastic clips right here. Right here. And then here. So you just kind of pry, no, you got to get a little screwdriver and push in there and pry them out. Just like that. There you go. And then we'll want to put those in the new one. So let's go do that. Nice. Once it's in, you can fiddle with this dial to make sure it operates smoothly. It seems to be fine. So for the most part, this should be plug and play. These pieces are different sizes, even the two big ones are different sizes. They'll only go into one size or one spot. It's hard to go wrong. For the microphone, I think for our focus, we did need this antenna adapter. So it's just a matter of plugging stuff in. These USBs will plug in later. We'll get some external adapter to hook them up outside in the down here. And there's also this little connector here that'll have to go right here in the bottom. So it just should be a matter of plugging in. Oh, and the backup camera, the last tricky one was, what was that? Right here. This backup camera, we ran that wire right here, so we'll plug that in here. Might as well do it now. And then this, they claim, needs to go into this brown wire that comes from this third pin right here. So we just tapped into it and we can plug it in. I think that's for the reverse lights, or to know when it's in reverse. And then we just plug stuff in. So let's plug this in. This would go in, let's see, like this. Just like that. This wire you don't need unless you have a OEM backup camera. Let's plug in this one since it's, oh, you don't need these. Unless, well, we don't, at least. This is the bigger one. Nope, this is the smaller one, so it goes in here. Push it until it clicks. These, I think, we'll just bundle up real quick because we're not going to use them quite yet. We'll let them just kind of chill there. There's not a lot of slack on this, so we may hook this up last. Let's get the microphone plugged in. Then we need to plug in the antenna, which is here. No, that's for GPS. Where's our antenna? Oh, right here. The antenna, I think, plugs in like that. It should, yep, snap into place. Kind of getting a little short on space, or slack. We need to hook up we got the microphone. We need to screw on the GPS. Let's do that. And it just goes right here. Make sure you're not threading it on wrong or cross-threading it. It's fairly tight, but nothing crazy. All right, and then I think there's one last thing. I think we have this last harness. Plug that in. Like that, and I think for now, that is it. I don't think these are needed. I will update in case that's wrong. And we got to connect this one on the bottom here. Goes right in here. Maybe that's upside down. Like that. Okay, I think that's all we need. I'll just tuck these guys in there. Don't button it up yet. You kind of just want to set it in place and turn it on and make sure it works first before you do anything crazy with it. So let us see. We'll grab the keys. Shows something. Alright, yeah, so we have it mostly installed. It's not like screwed in because, I don't know. We're still just testing it. We paused the video a little bit to kind of figure out how to do everything, but I think we've mostly got it figured out. So, yeah, go ahead, Brad, run us through what's going on. Try to keep your finger out of the way, like keep it at a minimum. All right, so you swipe to the right. What do you got? You got some apps. Kind of hard to see on there. Instructions, theme, APK Pure, install apps. Ooh, GPS test. GPS wouldn't run the first time, but here we go. After turning the car off, turning it back on, in true IT fashion, it appears to be okay. So you got what? Is that 7 GPS satellites? Okay, I guess. So GPS is working. The test is nice. So one thing that isn't working is power button, menu, navi. None of these buttons seem to do anything, but these work. And that does turn on the emergency hazard lights. Man, what else we got? Fan. What is that? Oh, that's the fan for the internal fan for the actual unit itself. Its own cooling fan. That's what that is. Interesting. Manual Z-Links. So over here you got a browser. You've got the radio, music. I think music plays like something off of the internal memory, or maybe it says it supports an SD card, but so maybe it'll pull off there. Video. I guess it'll play video that you have installed or put on. It's making me hungry. What that's doing. Bluetooth music, obviously. Maps. Yeah, everything seems good. So, YouTube. Yeah, don't get into the habit of watching videos in the car or while driving.
I'm gonna watch the food videos while I drive.
So this DSP is your like equalizer up here. You can press that, and it's flat now. I guess maybe we didn't save it, but we have a subwoofer in this car, so we clicked on the sub. It's kind of hard to see, but we clicked on the subwoofer icon and cranked it to the strongest because my son likes it when his ears bleed.
Yeah.
So down here it shows the status of when it's connected to Bluetooth. You have your volume controls there, back, and then home. And it's a good thing there's a back button here because, again, this one's not working yet. I'll email them about it and see what they say. There's a picture of a car here, but I mean, it'll tell your speed. Maybe we'll have to try that and make sure that actually functions. I would think it would, but the picture of the car, I think they're trying to go for like that Tesla look, but I can't imagine this would really do anything. It's just a picture of the car, and enjoy it because it doesn't matter. You have a lot of the quick icons up here: maps, music, radio, Bluetooth, and some settings. But yeah, so far it works pretty well, other than just these buttons. But we'll keep you updated on that. They're under reverse. The reverse lights, lines, and the camera come on. You also have this option here. Press that, and it'll show you the car. He stepped out. It's the perfect time to test the door locks on him and see how well they work. See how good they are at keeping him out of the car.
Yeah,
I was just testing the locks. How well do they work?
pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
So, I'll try it out in the field.
You sound different. This was years ago.
The pajamas are pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, click on navigation, and then click on. Okay, so then try home, and then is there a back?
Yeah.
Okay, so that works. So then I guess hit home and we can try the buttons. Does navigation take you to navigation? Oh. Hold on, be patient. Give us, what's that do? Menu?
Back to home. What's this button?
We'll click menu again, see if it does something different. Well,
I think this is the menu.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it brings us.
Well, okay, go into a menu and then hit back and make sure that works. Okay.
What's this button do?
Power probably just turns it off or puts it on standby. Okay, cool. So that's how it's done. All right, so what we did then to actually get this to work finally was we went into car settings. And under general, we clicked this, the SWC type, and made sure it was set to learning type. And then after that, we just do this enter SWC setting interface, and it let us program the buttons. Okay. Yeah. You'll know that they're programmed when they turn orange. So good. I'm glad that's working. That was one of my only major potential problems with this, so that's good. They'll be happy also to hear that it worked. No doubt. And it certainly looks cool, wouldn't you say?
It does look cool.
Yeah, I think so. It does look nice.
Much better than like this big screen.
Yeah, the other one was so noisy with all those buttons and the tiny screen way recessed in there. This definitely looks better, I think.